Welcome back, guys, to Phoenix, Wright? Ace Attorney, as we continue on, having gained a letter of representation for Will Powers, the defendant in this case. We now try to figure out who murdered Mr. Jack Hammer, the evil attorney in the Still Samurai show. So, let's move on from this gate and this lady to outside Studio 1. See the scene of the crime itself, maybe. Or probably not, I don't know. We'll see. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. What's going on here? Hey, I couldn't have guessed it was you from this content of the sentence. Aren't you that murderer from the one... I'm not a murderer! Can you stop saying that? Yes, no, I'm not that murderer from the other day. Ah! It's that confused detective! Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset, and it's all your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out of the window. So? Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Oh, that hit to the heart. Oh, it really hurt him hard. Oh, this is bad. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, alright, indeed. Right, so with your own theme tune, it's time to talk, indeed, though this place might be one that we might want to examine a bit more on top of that. We've got CCTV up there, and that is probably very interesting indeed. If someone had to get to the studio and walk past that camera, that's going to be interesting. The investigation is what we'll talk about first. It's all about being eagle-eyed, isn't it? So how is your investigation going, detective? Or more to the point, give us all the information that you gave us last time. We'll trick you if we have to. Well, it's... Hey, I can't tell you that, pal. You're gonna. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report. The latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. You just gave it to us that easily. Right, so it'd be good to look at that, but we'll see if we can get any more evidence first. Reason for arrest. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. Alright, the security lady. Let's learn more about him. He seems to be quite... well, up for it at the moment, let's put it that way. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? I reckon it was a tape. Decisive evidence? Let's see. What kind of evidence? Well, that, photo. A photo of the Still Samurai heading toward the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up on that gate, pal? The gate? Do you mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah. Whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no! Nick, here's evidence! We're finished! But I think you'll find it's different evidence. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh, ha ha ha! That's a weird laugh I came out with. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Ha ha ha! I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves, yeah. Nick, let's go. No, I want that photo. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Well, I'm more interested in what he's got on him. I reckon that photo isn't as conclusive as you would expect. Let's examine first of all. Hey, there's a camera here. That's a security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studios, you told us. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera. ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. Okay, ST1307. STI, or even, I don't know. No, wait a second, it's not STI. Because that would be bad. The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. What kind of monkey has a nose like that? And more to the point, what kind of monkey is its head dangling off? It's like lost its head, it's weird. He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Yes, it does. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. And it took that tree down with it too. Suspicious, eh? So this tree here. Apart from that, we got a bench. I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Indeed, they probably do. So Studio 1's over there. And we've got this big welcome sign up here. There's a big welcome sign above the path. Yeah, apparently the studio's full on tough times. They started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission. Huh? You sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here. Yeah, well, perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the count. Huh? Just what's that supposed to mean, pal? It means you're a mascot, sir. In the entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. It makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. Right, so it's closed at the moment, but we've checked most of what we can check here. I'd say this bit's suspicious. And also this number, remembering the number, ST1 or STI 307. I'm never going to remember that, I don't think, but still. Let us move on to the studio main... Oh no, we can't move forward in this? So you said for us to quiz the employees, but maybe we've got to move back to the main gate to move onwards. Nick, look! That security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts! I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Right, it seems we could probably talk more then. Photographic proof, reason for suspicion, and more about Mr. Hammer, eh? Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that! I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. Okay, well, then I want to know about the automatic camera, but we'll skip on to that. About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? It looks like the kind of one that would just keep, recording rather than actually take a photo, but still. Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture too. I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. Right, so things could be falsified if you're not checking them at the time. Right, we're gonna go back and we're gonna go examine the computer itself. Seems important to me. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey, no touching! Evil voice. Right, no touching. What's this? An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios, so we probably can move on from here. A van over here. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. And apart from that, we got a bush. And a tree. And more to the point, the gate for the way out. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. Right, so we got that much information. We could see if they say there's anything else. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him too. If he's not the one that did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you. Good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Right, we got a little bit of different information, but it was more the same information worded in a different way. That's what happens when you go for these ones we've done before, kinda. Was the victim Mr. Hammer, a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was? Past tense? Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. It's a different one now. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate is a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? Well, I don't know, but from here we should be able to move to the employee area. Judging by the fact that we had to backtrack before we could move straight there. October 16th, the Global Studios employee area, and Will Powers' dressing room's there. Nick, this is where they do all the behind the scenes stuff. Hey look, there's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Right, so more examining to do so we can examine the food. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh? It's so normal. I was expecting some cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn at least. Wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this! Ladies first. The bin. A bin's an always interesting place. Let's see. Oh no, it's still the same. Let's skip all that. We don't need to see that again. I wondered if there was anything discarded within. Right, we've got some kind of clothes hanging here. Now this is Will Powers' dressing room. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers! It must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. So we can check the door itself. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir? What do you mean find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon for crying out loud. Alright, so we can't go in there at the moment. There's food over here, kinda. We can examine the door. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? I do wonder what's with the timber here. We got a can of drink and some food. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? You like a cow with multiple stomachs? It's a very vain thing to say, but there's a window here. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. To be honest, I say we go inside, but this looks interesting as well. Is this registering the edge of the drinks thing again? Ah, go away, drinks thing, we don't care. I thought that might be interesting then. Right, the wood isn't either, but we can look more to the side. So we've examined a lot. Now we can examine... Oh, this is weird. The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you stuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Hey, I'm not a kid. Well, maybe a little bit. And it seems like a backdrop setting as well, but this is very interesting. Maybe there's another witness. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo-Oldie Tokyo Castle. Right, a bike. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? Yes, it's a really big new craze these at the moment. It always makes me slightly wonder. Right, we got a ladder, we got a forklift, we got nothing else really to check out apart from that, it seems. The picture? I guess the paint, maybe? But that's probably just a picture again. Or it's the electric bike again. And then the food, which we've already checked out. Everybody was too shocked to clean up. Yeah, okay, so it's different. There's a T-bone steak, one of the plates, mine's a steak, and then, no, it's the same stuff. She has a second stomach. That's what we've really done from all this. But apart from that, nothing else is really going on. So from here, we can move into the dressing room? We can indeed. We're trying to get information, but it's not really working for us. We're examining it all, but not really getting to the point. But maybe here's the point we need to be. As we enter the dressing room. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right. And there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth. For his sake. Right. What can we examine here that's interesting? Well, I guess what's on the table, first of all. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. That's all. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? Right, the bag down here is probably interesting. This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look, an employee card key. That must be Powers'. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it, you mean? Borrow. Card key is added to the court records, so now we can get into the scene of the crime. Apart from that, let's check out the wig. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Ooh, this is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. What's he doing? Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I kind of like samurai movies. Kinda. Seems that all they're really doing here is samurai movies. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I say you were already wearing one myself. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. Well, I just wanted to check to see if anyone had opened it. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. And then the bed. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. Right then, so not really much found just then. We want to move on though, of course, from here. So we go back to the employee area. And then we'll move on to the main gate. Because now that we have the card key, we can go in a lot further than we could before. No, we can't. Talk. Present and say I've got the card key. I can't really go in at the moment, but we haven't read the autopsy report yet, so let's do that. Time of death, 10th for 15th, 15th for the 10th, at 2:30 p.m. Cause, pierced through the chest by a spear. Not so good for him. And the card key for studio employees grants entry into Studio 1. I could show it to him, but it's probably not a good idea. Hey, detective, take a look at this. What's that? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't show him that. He'll confiscate it, exactly. Ah, I just wanted to show it off. Well, I guess the other guy would, take back as well. But I guess if I examine the door, we might be able to use the key now. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body, of course. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. Indeed, it opened. All right, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. So we've opened up the way. However, we'll cliffhanger it here. And I'll ask you to check out next episode as we check out Studio 1, the scene of the crime itself. We've gathered more information, or more to the point, we've examined most of this studio, but we really haven't got anything concrete yet to say, or anything that we might be able to defend the defendant with. Hopefully we'll get that next time. Join me then for more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Bye-bye.